I'm Callie Yonta, here to tell you about an upcoming conference for women in the Twin Cities called Fire of Hope, a girlfriend's getaway for God. Mary Jo Sherwood is the woman behind this event. She's going to tell us all about it. And we also have Betty Lidke, who will be one of the featured speakers at the upcoming conference. First, let's start with you, though, Mary Jo. Tell people about this. I know last year the pilot was held here in the Twin Cities, and you're going much broader this year.
Right. We held a pilot last year here in the Twin Cities, and it was so well received that we've decided to create a national tour. So we'll be touring 7 cities across the country in 2013, and the premiere will be at the State Theater on January 18th and 19th here in Minneapolis.
That's fantastic. Would you agree that this is sort of the Catholic version of the Women of Faith conference that has grown and grown over the years and been held in stadiums all across the country?
Definitely. I had the opportunity to attend a Women of Faith conference, and as I was there, they talked about having people who would pray over you and people who would counsel you. And I started thinking as a Catholic woman that these related to elements that we have of adoration and reconciliation. And I thought, well, we really need a Mass for it to be Catholic. So we created this loosely based on that, and we'll have the Catholic Mass at the end of the event, so those women who are of other faiths will feel comfortable and don't need to stay if they don't want to.
That's a good idea to accommodate everyone. You don't have to be Catholic to attend this event.
No.
Now you have a lot of wonderful speakers coming, but also tell us, what is the general theme of it? And it, you know, with the title "Girlfriend's Getaway for God," what's this all about? What kind of an experience do you want women to have?
Well, what we're really hoping that they'll do is take time out of their busy lives to reconnect with God and other women. You know, our theme is really faith, family, and girlfriends. And we want people to bridge the gap between faith and everyday life, so much so that even in the marketplace that we'll be having, our vendors actually have a little hint of the Bible in them. For example, we'll have an olive oil tasting, and we'll have sea salt available and honey, you know, things like that you don't normally think about every day, and them being specifically God-related.
Right, right. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. I know the first one, I had friends who went to it and absolutely loved it. Now, we also have with us one of the featured speakers, Betty Lidke. You live in Chanhassen.
Yes.
And you're a speaker, you're an award-winning author. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be sharing at the conference?
Certainly. My program, it's one of my signature programs. It's called Finding the Treasure in Our Gifts from God. And we all have so many gifts and skills and talents that we don't even realize we have because they seem ordinary to us, or they just come naturally, or sometimes they don't seem like gifts at all. They're the trials and the tribulations that we have to deal with. But if we look and we know where and how to look, we can see the gift and the treasure that they really are.
Tell us about some of the other ones.
Well, someone that Twin Cityans will recognize is Dina Burnett. She's the widow of Tom Burnett from Flight 93.
Yes.
We have Teresa Grentz, who is the actual captain of the Mighty Macs, if you're familiar with that movie about Immaculata College. She'll be here. Jennifer Nemo Morales was the originator of Frankie Valli's Wife on Broadway. And Carrie Miltenberger is a gal who has alopecia and has a wonderful story.
Alopecia being?
Alopecia is where you have no hair. And she's very funny and poignant at the same time.
I have to confess, I was just complaining about having a bad hair day a little while ago, and you're like, well, wait till you hear about one of our speakers. You think you're having a bad hair day, huh?
Yeah, everyone I'm sure will connect with her from all levels, whether they have hair or not.
Right, exactly.
And we also have Allison Bird, who is going to touch on a little bit of the business women's area and looking at how God affects us in our lives and who's speaking to us from that area.
Now, there are some deals. I know we don't want to miss telling people about this. And can you just share with the folks about, because it's like you said, it's about being together with girlfriends as well, and trying to take that time away. And as a mom myself, it's hard. It's hard to carve out a chunk of time like this, but it's worthwhile. Whenever I've done it, I'm so happy I did. So, and especially for something like this to grow in our faith. So, but the deals are really good.
Yeah. Well, we have really wonderful early bird ticket prices, and in addition to that, if the gals gather their girlfriends and buy a girlfriend's 4-pack, we will give them their Friday night hotel stay for free. So we really want to encourage women to take that time away and to really make it a mini retreat.
And we hope to see all of you at the conference.